inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in the cradles, profanities. I see the world through ice covered in ink and bleach. Cross out the ones who heard my cries and watched me weep. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. Take my eyes open to force reality. Why can't you just let me eat my weight in glee? I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in their cradles, profanities. Some days I feel skinnier than all the other days. Sometimes I can't tell if my body belongs to me. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. Hold your breath and feel the tension. Devils hide behind redemption. Honesty is one-way gate to hell. I want the consumption. You faster, you're toxin. Hear the children sing aloud. It's music till the wick burns out. Be carefree lately, yeah. Just kicking up daisies. Got one too many quarters in my pockets. Count 'em like the 4-leaf clovers in my locket. Untied laces, yeah. Just tripping on daydreams. Got dirty little lullabies playing on repeat. Might as well just ride around the nursery and count sheep.
Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna light it up. Tonight, we're gonna let it up, babe. Tonight, we're gonna let it up. Just like the sunrise, we're gonna let it up. Just like a spark that's breaking out. Can't make a stop, can't turn back now. We know that there's no room for doubt. No, we can't turn
Hello, hello. How's it going, everybody? It's your boy Arashi here as part of the New Zealand Esports Hyperfibre League being streamed on Flightless Esports. We're going to bring you some Street Fighter 6 action. It's going to be a real good time, just like all the other weeks. And we're going to start things off with a bang. We already have one of the players in the lobby, Jop Sujin, a master ranked Ken player hailing from Auckland, New Zealand. But he's going to be going up against a American import, Alistair BL, who's down in Wellington at the moment. Very, very strong Cammy player, so of course I'm a fan, but I can't be biased. Got to make sure, I give even amounts of respect to both players, but as a Cammy main, it can be quite difficult. So, yeah, this is going to be a really, really good night. We're into week 4 of the New Zealand Esports Hyperfibre League. We only have this week and next week, and then the league is over. That will decide our top 8 heading into the top 16 finals, where of course 8 players from the online league and 8 offline qualifiers will come together to battle it out, and then the winner of the whole thing will become an E-Black representing New Zealand over at the Global Esports Games in Riyadh this December. So it's a pretty awesome opportunity if you're a fighting game player in New Zealand. We don't always get such big opportunities, but obviously big thank you to New Zealand Esports, using the wrong hand, it's up here, New Zealand Esports, for giving us this chance. And alongside New Zealand Esports, big shout out to our sponsors, Hyperfibre, bringing you the ultimate in internet. I feel like I should have been able to download better little sponsor pieces, but I don't have the 8,000 megabyte speeds just yet. But that's what you can get on Hyperfibre. I don't think I nailed that very well, but I probably needed to drink a Red Bull. If I filled up my water bottle with Red Bull, I'd probably be way more prepared. Red Bull, of course, one of our other sponsors. I did that one way better. But you know what? These players are going to do it much better than I could describe. Jop Sujin and Alistair BL, we're going to start things off in just a moment. Oh, that's the wrong one. This is what we want. Jop Sujin versus Alistair BL, our first match of the night. Then at 7:30, we were going to have Joe Rogan Josh versus TR Goofy, but TR Goofy has actually pulled out of the event. So we are going to have Jin Shook versus Teneke. It's going to come up a little bit later. And then we're going to finish tonight with Reno versus the Pred. Reno actually already qualified for the finals, and so has Joe Rogan Josh. So it's going to be a really good match for the Pred to sort of practice up, see what he's up against, if he can make it through to that top 8. But yeah, we will get this underway in just a sec. Just have to get something else set up on my side, and we will be good to go. Very happy that the players have been so prompt. Alistair BL, I've been trying to get him in to stream a match for a while, but it just hasn't really been happening. Tonight, he's finally been able to come through and show us his Cammy skills. These players have actually played a couple of times before though. If you went back and watched the Flightless fortnightly Street Fighter tournament that we run on Monday nights, these two actually played twice in that event, and Jop Sujin actually took it out both times. So let's see what Alistair has done to sort of practice up and prepare heading into the third time around. Third time's the charm, as they say. So this will be a real good one. I'll just say to start now, and we'll be good to go. We'll swap over to the overlay. Yeah, so it's been mentioned before, the text is ever so slightly hard to read, but the match will be a lot easier to see. That wasn't very good. That wasn't very good, man. Oh well. The match will speak for itself. That's what I wanted to say. But yeah, big shout out, of course, to the Druids. Flightless Esports repping the Druids as part of the New Zealand Esports Hyperfibre League. If you don't know, all the players have different little guilds that they're part of. They'll be able to sort of earn points for their guild by showing their talents here. But we're going to start things off with a bang. Jop Sujin and Alistair BL very carefully trying to find their position on the map here. Big heavy kick coming out from Alistair BL, but he's going to land the very first hit of the match. And there's the throw coming on through. Yeah, 30 minutes is a lot per match, but these Street Fighter matches can go pretty quickly, so let's see how this pans out. So far, 20 seconds down, there isn't a clear winner in sight, but Alistair with the life lead here. Good, there's the DI, but Jop Sujin with the reaction. course. Coming through. Tatsumaki, oh, beautiful combo. That life lead has been taken away. Manages to save the drive gauge for just a little bit longer. Nice target combo there. Yeah, I guess you can see on the screen that it is Jopsujin versus Alistair Biel, but Jopsujin gonna take him to the corner, or not, drops the combo, but that's alright. He wanted to save things for this final opportunity, but drops the combo once again, and gets clipped. He was going to go for the DP there, but didn't quite work out. So Alistair stays alive for just a moment longer. Is he able to close things out here? Alistair keeping an eye on his drive gauge. If he gets put in burnout, it's going to be a disastrous situation, but fantastic use of the spin knuckle to get through the fireball. But he's going to get jabbed out. The jab pressure not as strong in this game as it is in the previous Street Fighters. There are a lot more gaps than it may seem. So Jopsujin going to take up that first round. Very, very close. Spin knuckle working out. Beautiful stuff with the light kick to extend the combo. Jopsujin getting locked down to the corner. Alistair using the heavy kick. It completely whiffed, but he still manages to keep the pressure going. Beautiful hooligan grab. This is looking like an Alistair round if I've ever seen one. But Jopsujin finds a way out with the drive rush, dropping the combo once again. Of course, you know, this might be his first match of the night. Trying to get warmed up here. Oh, big combo coming through. He doesn't use the level 3, he saves it, uses the reset to keep all of that meter, close it out with a throw, and take it to a final round of game 1. Oh, Jopsujin taking an early lead with that fireball, finishes the combo this time around. He was dropping that earlier. Nice, meaty, back heavy punch. That was pretty lovely stuff from Jopsujin, but Alistair about to get something started here. Perfect parry from Jopsujin. He knew what was coming. He's telling you, yeah, you want to throw those buttons out? I got my parry ready. Alright, both players with a full stack of meter right now. Anything can happen. There was the crouching medium from Jopsujin. Doesn't convert into anything, but this might be it right here. Level 3, you're dead. That is going to be game 1. Going to Jopsujin. Nicely done. So really, really even to start things off here, but heading into round 3, there was a very dominant showing from Jopsujin. We're going to go straight into game 2. Let's see what difference it makes. Alistair needing to sort of jab out those Genrai kicks from Ken. Kind of not really happening so far. But when you get the throw loop pressure in the corner, that can definitely be a good thing. Meaty crouching heavy punch, uses the throw. What's he going to do? Oh, he sort of set up for Jopsujin to jump out of the corner. It was like he wanted to anti-air but didn't do anything. Doesn't matter though, he's going to take that round. Quick one from Alistair. Okay. I feel like that was a spin knuckle attempt there. Big dragon punch from Jopsujin. Pushing Alistair to the corner right now. The pressure keeps going. Alistair, he's got to remember he can anti-air that. Can be pretty hard to do in the swing of battle, but sets up for the meaty. Beautiful combo. Oh, nice jump from Alistair. The neutral jump allowing him to sort of escape the pressure Jopsujin was trying to set up on the ground. Attempt at the meaty, but he says, I'm not having that. Invincible EX Dragon Punch. Oh no, puts himself in the corner, but big punish available for Alistair Biel. Doesn't use any meter just yet. Baits out the parry, does nothing about it though. Full stick of meter right now, just needs one confirm. He almost had it there. Sets up with the heavy punch, the DI! He just needed the level 3, but he's going to do it the hard way, but Alistair takes that game. Nicely done. He could have just used his level 3, but he wanted to style on it. Okay, it's now even here, 1 for 1. Both players on a game right now. 2 games away from taking the set for either player. There's the hooligan grab. Making really good use of the hooligan grab. Of course, you can duck under it, you can jab it. Jopsujin sort of standing up, not wanting to take the overhead. Of course, there are multiple different options out of the hooligan grab, but if you take that overhead, you're going to get a big combo to your cranium. So fair enough, but maybe just needs to check the hooligan a little bit more. Alistair struggling to deal with the Genrai. Jumps out of the DI attempt. Gonna eat that low forward. Okay. Jopsujin with a little bit more meter here. Doesn't spend it. Oh, jabs out. Okay, Alistair with the life read right now. Eats a fireball, that's not going to help. And clips him with the low at the maximum distance. Jopsujin calls himself the Nooch God, but he got clipped with a very nice neutral play from Alistair Biel. Beautiful combo, but he doesn't keep it going with guaranteed damage. He uses the plus frames to try and go for another mix-up, but gets clipped again. Alistair BL looking strong right now. There's another throw. Sujin, what are you going to do about these throws, dude? Okay, yeah, Alistair not really checking those jump-ins. It seems like he's sort of sitting up, like he knows that Sujin wants to jump out, but doesn't do anything. Doesn't matter though, because that level 3 is going to make a very quick Game 3 and a second win for Alistair BL. Really nicely done from Alistair. 1 game away from taking this set. A total switch up compared to the showing in the Flightless tournament from Monday night, where Sujin looked pretty dominant, but now it's Alistair who's sort of gone back to the lab. He's figured out what to do, and he's making Sujin pay for it with that low forward. Really quick confirm to take the life lead here. Sujin doing something about those throws now. Beautiful neutral from Alistair BL. Oh my goodness! I'm not sure why Sujin went for the throw tech there. Ate the slide. Here's some throws coming out from Sujin. You're getting throw looped for your life right now. And eats the low. Okay. EX out of the corner. Cannon spike. Okay, Sujin sort of backing off and allowing himself to get a quick confirm into a round victory. Very nicely done. Oh, okay. Sujin sort of knows that Alistair wants to come in and press buttons, but hard committing to the parry is going to cost him. Oh no, he definitely tried to anti-air that, but sort of missed the input. Okay, these jump-ins working out big time for Sujin. The Jinrai once again. Big plus frames on Cammy's head. And there's the low forward. Is he going to close it out with the level 3? Yes, he is. And that is going to be a very quick Game 4. Tying things up for Sujin. We're going to a Game 5. Just like that, people. 2 pretty close games. 2 pretty quick ones. Now we're going into a final. Whoever wins this is the big dog right now. I should mention Sujin actually at the top of the leaderboard right now. So if he can win this game, it's going to be a really good opportunity for him to make it into the top 8. Alright, Alistair, he's got the download now. He's been using that Hyperfibre to great effect with a beautiful anti-air on the Jinrai kick. And I feel like I've been calling that the wrong thing every time. I need to go back and double check what it's actually called. I just know one of his new moves in Street Fighter 6 is called the Jinrai. So if I'm wrong, someone needs to correct me. But Alistair, beautiful stuff there, making the right call with the EX cannon spike. But it is going to put himself in burnout, so he needs to make sure he doesn't get popped into the corner, or it's going to be very dangerous. As I say that, yeah, he finds his way out straight away. Oh, nicely done. Yeah, he's on the Red Bulls now, the reactions. He sees that move come out, he's ready for it every time. Nice, gets all his drive gauge back. He's got to play this so carefully right now. Oh no, that's going to be a round for Sujin. Maximizing the drive gauge. That was a really, really close round, but Sujin going to take the lead here in this crucial final game. Is it going to start to crumble for Alistair BL? That's how it might seem. But Sujin just backs off. Says, alright, yeah, you can get out if you want to. I'm just going to put you straight back with that target combo. Mixing him up with the target combo there. Meaty. Drop the combo, no! He could have probably ended the match right then and there. He's going to eat that Meaty from Alistair BL. Okay, nice Meaty into the level 3. Yeah, that is how the cookie crumbles here, people. Sujin is going to take it with the level 3. And it is 3-2 to Sujin. Keeping himself at the top of the leaderboard. A really rough loss for Alistair there because he kept it close. He kept it clutch. And he played out of his mind for that whole set. But it just was not enough to stop Sujin in the end. Unfortunate. But really good stuff for Sujin. If I go back and check the... Hold on a sec. If I go back and check the rankings right now, let me have a geese. A little bit of a geese and a gander. So I was struggling to find this last time. if I go look at the standings, Jop Sujin actually has not lost to anybody so far. 9-0. He's now at 10-0. So Jop Sujin 10-0. I feel like at this point he's probably guaranteed to make it into the top 16 finals. Alistair Biel sitting closer to the middle of the leaderboard right now, so every match counts for him. Currently sitting now at 4-6. Where does that put him? Let me have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, he's actually at the 10th spot. He needs to make it into the top 8, of course, to get into the finals. So a loss there. Not exactly helpful, but he played very, very well nonetheless. Yeah, that was really close, but well played to Jop Sujin, keeping up the undefeated streak right now within the New Zealand Esports Hyperfibre League. Well played to Jop Sujin. Alrighty, people. So yeah, that was awesome. Let's go back and... Sorry, just looking at something in the Discord. That's pretty funny. Okay. So our next match, we're going to have a player that we have seen before, Jin Shook. Pretty strong Luke player. It's so it's the top 8, but the people that have already qualified obviously get like moved out. So it's if one of the people that's already qualified is in the top 8, then the spot moves down. Yeah, top 8 excluding those who are already qualified. Yeah. Exactly. But Jin Shook, we're just talking about you, JSA Kim. We're going to have Jin Shook going up against Teneke very soon, who's a player that I am not familiar with at all. Don't know who they play, but they seem to be doing okay for themselves within this event. Currently sitting at 3-6. You know, they've got a couple of wins under their belt, but as I mentioned before, every match counts here. So if Teneke can get the win, it's going to be a big deal. Let's go back and have a look at some of the other results from tonight. So Johnny Business 3-0 over Carlos Spicy W. Teneke 3-0 over Icy Keswick, so already starting off the night with a win. Johnny Business 3-2 over Jin Shook. Ghost Ships 3-0 over the Pred. Skies taking it 3-2 over Kamzace. Reno with a 3-0 over Yami Maho. Good stuff. Big Luke. Well, yeah, I mean, we can get Jin Shook versus Teneke going now. I'll just ping. I'll ping in the Discord. But Jin Shook, I'll send you an invite, buddy. We can get you in here as soon as we have that match going. But yeah, that was a really, really good one. The adaptations from both players were really strong. I feel like there's just a couple of sort of gaps in knowledge for Alistair Biel that could really change the way he approaches that game. Ken was using that, you know, that high jump in kick special move. I keep calling it Jinrai, but I don't think that's actually what it's called. I think it's something else. But yeah, Alistair Biel wasn't really doing too much about it to start things off. As you saw in game 4 though, it really changed the tides. He was anti-airing it pretty much every time, so he sort of figured out what he's supposed to do. But all you have to do is jab. That's the thing, all you have to do is jab. And it's actually the same for the hooligan, because we saw that Jop Sujin was falling for that a little bit too. All he has to do is jab that out. You know, you do risk getting caught with some of the other options, but when it comes to that kick from Ken, just a simple jab can stop that pressure from coming through. And then it was the anti-airs that were costing Alistair there. He sort of had opportunities where he had a moment that Jop Sujin was going to jump in the air, and he'd sort of set it up perfectly, like, alright, you're going to jump at me, I'm going to anti-air you, boom, I'm done with that situation. But a lot of the time, Jop Sujin was going to just jump over, and then Alistair had to take the pressure again, so it was a little bit tricky, but really, really well played from both players nonetheless. I feel like both of them should treat themselves to a nice can of Red Bull. Red Bull, one of our sponsors for this event. Very delectable drink. Wish I had Red Bull right now, instead I have water. And also a big shout out to Hyperfibre. the ultimate in internet. I need to find like more stuff about Hyperfibre so I can really sell it to you just how great that internet is. But I feel like it speaks for itself. 8,000 megabytes per second. If I had that, I don't know what I would do. I really don't. The new V tastes like Red Bull. I can't really comment. I have tasted that, but I can't comment. Gotta be professional. Some other results for you people. So Joe Rogan Josh has taken it 3-0 over Zazob. Joe Rogan Josh actually has already qualified for the top 16 finals, by the way. So we have 3 people that have already made it through. Reno, Zazob, and Joe Rogan Josh. So obviously congratulations to all 3 of those players there. Joe Rogan Josh, if you don't know, won Second Wind, which was the big major tournament down in Wellington. And matter of fact, Joe Rogan Josh has won the Flightless Fortnightly tournament 3 times in a row. The last 3 tournaments, he's won them. So Joe Rogan Josh looking incredibly strong heading into the top 16 finals. But Reno and Zazob also looking pretty good as well. They both qualified up in Hamilton at one of our Hambats. And they played out of their minds. Reno, of course, was undefeated that tournament. Zazob, the only person that could sort of make it close. And if you don't know, we're going to have some other offline qualifiers around the country. So Christchurch, you're going to have a qualifier soon. So 2 people from Christchurch will make it to the finals. Or anywhere in the South Island, if people in the South Island want to, travel up to Christchurch and give it a go. Wellington are going to have a qualifier very soon too, so the winner of that tournament will make it through to the top 16. And at the moment, so this might change, but at the moment, War, Waikato Arena Rampage, our major tournament in Hamilton, coming up in a couple of weeks' time. Matter of fact, it's not next weekend, it's the weekend after, so get in there. I'm surely I'm allowed to plug my tournament on the stream. But yeah, so I'm pretty sure the top 2 from that event will also make it to the top 16. But if that changes, I'll let people know. Either way, I feel like we may have our match ready. Let me see if I can get our player in here. Give me a sec. Oh, Guile. It's a Guile player, of course. Alrighty, so let me swap to the overlay. Jin Shook from Christchurch. Very strong Luke player, and just a very strong fundamental fighting game player across the board. He's a talented Tekken player, talented Street Fighter player. In fact, any fighting game you put in this guy's hands, he'll probably be pretty good at it. But going up against a player like Teneke, who I've never seen before, I don't know if they've played the older games or anything like that, but Diamond ranked Guile player. Guile, of course, classic Street Fighter character. I don't know how this is going to go, but let's see how Jinshook can deal with the unstoppable force, the unknown force of Teneke. Yep, beautiful stuff. Good usage of the fantastic new feature in Street Fighter 6 where you can make the character's faces move during the loading screen. And we're going straight into a lovely fireball war. Teneke actually starting things off strong, jumping in with the DI. Totally changes strategy at rapid fire pace. Yeah, no DI for you, Jinshook. It ain't gotta work that time. Hey Troyoda, thanks for dropping by. Very talented Rocket League player there. And we're looking at some Street Fighter right now. Jinshook with a combo. Sort of didn't go for the full combo. Closed it off a little bit earlier. Wow, walk up and DP on the opponent's wake up. Really ridiculous play from Jinshook, but it all works out. Okay. Starting off with the EX Sonic Boom. And the life lead has been stolen away just like that. Jinshook going through. Okay. Is he going to do this? Fireball war once again. Jinshook countering everything that Teneke is trying to throw out. Oh, dropped combo there. He was going to close it out with a level 3, but with a drop. He's going to have to do it the hard way. Or not. He's going to walk up and use the crouching medium punch meaty. With a relatively quick game 1. Okay, nice. Yeah, it started off the same way every time. Teneke has been able to land that early Sonic Boom. He kind of just needs to maintain that lead. Sort of frustrate Jinshuk with the fireballs or just bait out attempts from Jinshuk to escape the pressure. If he can keep that up for a little bit of time, it'll be enough to take a round. Oh, whiffs the grab right in front of his face. Damn, crazy stuff. Jumping over. Alrighty. Throw loop's coming out. Teneke looking a lot stronger during this round. Nice reaction with the DI from Jinshuk. What's he going to do here? He's not going to swap sides. He's going to return them to the center of the screen. He keeps up the pressure. Nice little combo from Jinshuk, and the life lead already been taken back. Ooh, jumping back into the corner. Got to be careful of a DI right now. Jinshuk trying to find Teneke overextending here. Yeah, there was the DI. I knew it was coming. And Jinshuk now burned out, so he cannot take any damage. Teneke is going to take that round.
Round 2. Fight.
Okay, Jinshuk starting things off, tries the overhead. Of course, that is still plus frames, baby. So Teneke gets caught pushing. Strong start for Jinshuk, but eating those Sonic Booms is not going to help. Teneke locked down in the corner. Damn, he's not afraid to just keep on trying with the Sonic Booms. Nicely done. Okay, really good usage of the Sonic Booms from Teneke. You know, the untrained eye might say, man, he's just spamming the same move over and over again. But that's a fundamental part of the Guile game plan, using those Sonic Booms. And a level 3 that almost kills Teneke, but wasn't quite enough. Jumps over. Oh, okay, risky way out of the corner, but he gets out of there. 59 seconds left on the clock. I was going to say it was going to be a big mountain to climb, but Jinshuk just crumbles that mountain right then and there. Throws a sand blast into Teneke's face. Okay, beautiful combo. Good use of the DI, pushing Jinshuk closer to the corner before he even had time to think. Teneke was drive rushing in there. Nice combo into the level 3. Crossfire! Somersault! Okay, not enough to kill. Very, very close. Jinshuk needs to be so careful. Walks up and D's eyes. D dies? D eyes. Well, I need a Red Bull right now. I'm feeling parched. Red Bull. Big shout out to them. Okay, Teneke burnt out in the corner right now, but Jinshuk also burnt out. Not going to be any cheeky DIs to close things out here, but the chip damage. Was there even chip damage? I'm not even sure, but Teneke is going to take that game. Really nice stuff. Okay, good DP from Jinshuk there. Okay, Sand Blast. Nice, the Fireball War continues. Jinshuk jumping over. He finds the opportunity to escape the Fireball pressure, and he uses it to great effect. Beautiful combo. Oh, that was sick. Okay. But the jab into the flash kick, gonna turn the tables just like that. The tables are indeed turning right now. Teneke with the pressure. Jinshuk again finding a way out. He knows the timing from Teneke, so there needs to be some adjustments on that front. Okay. EX Sand Blast. It is so fast. Nice. Good attempt at the low there. Of course, the drive rush keeps him plus, keeps him at an advantage. But he's got to ensure that he makes it in safely. He's got to get right up in Jinshuk's face carefully, but with an EX Sand Blast, that's going to close out that round. Okay. Jinshuk starting things off with an early jab to the Chrome Dome. Okay, the pressure ending from Teneke. Oh, nicely done with the punish counter, but doesn't follow up. He does, however, maintain the center screen position. Damn, karate chopping Jinshuk to the floor. Nice combo. He keeps it going into the level 3. That's going to be a tad scaled. It's not going to do as much damage as you might like, but it is going to allow him to get the lead here and start to build up meter heading into round 3 if he can make it there. Yeah, adjusting the timing. He knows that Jinshuk wants to jump over, so adjusting the way that he uses the Sonic Booms to stop that from happening, but Jinshuk does make it through. Nice counter hit from Teneke there. Oh, the EX Sandblast absolutely stomps that little thing that Guile is throwing out. I don't know what the name is. Sonic Circle. Is he going to level 3? He is. Critical Art even. It's going to do a little bit more damage. Stay down! Alright, so both even on life right now, and the throw isn't going to kill. It's going to be so careful. Both players in burnout, and he's going to do it. Teneke steals it away. Makes Jinshuk use all that meter and have nothing heading into the third round. Oh, no anti-air from Jinshuk. Wasn't ready that time. Maybe a little bit nervous. The EX Sonic Boom takes that life lead right back. Looking strong. Nice. Good use of the drive rush. Finds the opening. Jinshuk not watching his toes, but Teneke not watching for the DI. Gets clipped. Pushed to the corner. What you going to do? Who you going to call? The Ghostbusters. I didn't know how to follow that up. I need to use my Hyperfibre internet to find better things to say on commentary. But that was a beautiful DI from Teneke. He's going to save up to keep the level 2. And why? Oh my goodness, what a nice little hop over. And what a flash kick. Damn, Jinshuk started scrambling, but Teneke maintained control the whole time. 1 game away from taking this set. Oh my goodness, me oh my. That is going to be a whiffed grab to the face. I was trying to make that rhyme and I completely failed. But look at that. Oh, okay, you don't want to be throwing out those random flash kicks like that. I feel like that had to have been a mistake, but that's okay. Wow, nice use of the Sonic Boom to push Jinshuk away and allow the Fireball War to begin once again. But that EX Sandblast is going to stop it before it could even begin. I feel like that's kind of counterintuitive to what I just said, but there's a nice DI and a nice reaction from Jinshuk. He was ready for it. He's been ready most of the time, to be honest. Brrr, level 1. Get over there. Okay, you know, Teneke's been put in these situations before and found a way out though, so you cannot count him out just yet, but jumping into a very quick and unfortunate demise with the Dragon Punch from Jinshuk. Oh, jumps over but just whiffed the top of Jinshuk's head. You know, Luke's got that spiky hair, but it's not tall enough to allow himself to be clipped by the Guile jumping. Okay, we're back to center screen. Jinshuk with the grab. Teneke going to try to find a way out. Both swinging with those big counter hit buttons, but it doesn't quite work. Teneke now locked down in the corner. What's he going to do? Oh, eat that grab. And Jinshuk puts himself in the corner. Interesting decision. And but now we're back at center screen again, so it doesn't really matter. Sometimes things happen in this game so quickly that you can make an error in judgment, and it does not matter. We're going to go to game 5 again. 2 game 5 sets. What more could you ask for here on Flightless Esports in the New Zealand Esports Hyperfibre League? What more could you ask for to have 2 game 5 sets? 2 absolutely slobber knockers. Some close sets of doom. Nice. Good stuff from Teneke. Looking strong, heading into the first round of game 5. Both players on 2 wins apiece. Oh, dropped combo from Jinshuk. What's the score? It's 2-2. 2-2. Okay, Teneke. Oh no, the timing mixed up from Jinshuk. Teneke thought he had an opportunity to move on, but he did not. He's going to get counter hit into the corner. And nice, Jinshuk just puts the pedal to the metal, rushes him down to the corner. Knocks him out. Oh, both whiffing grabs. They both had the same idea in mind. It's going to be Teneke who manages to make it work. Good use of the drive rush. Jinshuk getting locked down to the corner. Okay, he's got to watch himself here. Jinshuk just waiting to get those counter hits. Waiting to use those longer buttons. Extend out the hitbox. And Jinshuk looking strong right now. Damn, 23 viewers. We're looking good right here. Okay, oh, goes for the overhead. You gotta remember that's plus. Teneke pushing again. Same situation, but he's oh my goodness, he's air to airing so well, but is it going to be enough to keep himself alive? Both players with a level 3 right now. He just needs 1 confirm into the critical art. Can he make it work? The fiber war begins. Jinshuk says, I don't want to have any of that. I can close it out right now with the EX Sandblast. He does not care. Oh my goodness. Me oh my. And nicely done from Jinshuk. Nicely done from Jinshuk. It's going to be 3-2 for him. But Teneke fought so well. Fought out of his mind. Once again, you know, just a couple of little things could have changed it there. But that is going to be a win for Jinshuk, which puts him up to 6 and 4 on the leaderboard. Am I reading this right? 6 and 5, I think. 6 and 5. Yeah. So 6 wins to 5 losses. I think Jinshuk looking good. Maintains his position in the top 8 of the leaderboard right now. And Teneke is going to drop down to 3 wins or 4 wins to 7 losses. Really, really well played from both players there. You know, I couldn't call it at the end, but the same story both times. You know, it's been both players have been keeping it even, keeping it super even, and then one player has just had a dominant showing heading into the last game. So, really well done. Next match, it's going to be Reno, who has actually already qualified, but he's going to be going up against the Pred. The Pred we saw on stream a couple of weeks ago. Who was he playing though? I can't quite remember. Blackout, you want to play? Okay, we can get you to play if you want to. It's going to be, yeah, Reno versus the Pred. Well, that's supposed to be at 8, but I mean, you can play now if you want. Up to you, up to you. But while you sort that out, I think it's a perfect opportunity to roll an ad for our sponsor.
Oh, sorry, team. My flatmate must have been streaming again.
Now you'll need a better excuse. Hyper fast reaction times, hyper powerful performance, hyper impressive capacity. Hyperfibre, the ultimate in internet.
Hyperfibre, people, what did I tell you? There's some ultimate internet right there. That's some of the best internet I've done seen in my absolute existence. So make sure you get onto that Hyperfibre when you can. Another result for you. Grove 3-0 over Zerowak. Kamzes 3-0 over Yami Maho. Ely Mop HD has lost 1-3 to Suffer God. Joe Rogan Josh 3-0 over Zerowak. Where else did I get up to? Drop Sujin 3-1 over the Pred. And Zazob 3-1 over Ghost Ships so far tonight. So yeah, Job Sujin has not lost a match to anybody so far. He's at 11-0 right now. That's a pretty strong showing. I think you can almost guarantee, matter of fact, you can guarantee he's made it through to the top 16. So he's got to be happy with that. Ken Lord, absolutely. Yeah, so we can get another match going if we want to sort of keep this stream running until 8 at least. If there was another match that people wanted to play out on stream, what's the code? You know what? Don't even worry about the code, dude. I'll invite you. Surely you're my friend on CFN. If you're not, I'll be really upset. There you are. But the code is 0764. Okay, I'll invite the Pred. There he is. He's in ranked right now. Oh, he plays Ken. There we go. Another Ken player. He's just doing his ranked matches at the moment, so we'll just have to wait a little bit so we can get that match going. Will this be another Game 5 situation? I'm not sure, but Reno, man, he's so strong. He's so kind. He's so handsome. And he's a great Street Fighter player. So we're going to get him in here. He's from Hamilton, the strongest region of all. And he's not going to play the Ken Mirror, he's going to play Marissa. That's cheap, dude. That's cheap. So let's see how that goes. But Reno has actually already qualified for the top 16 finals. Qualified by winning Hambats a couple of weeks ago. So obviously these matches mean nothing to him. No, he's going in here. Even after he qualified, he says, I'm going to keep playing. I want to keep up my, I want to keep up my skills, want to keep practicing. And at the moment, during this event, he's sitting at 7-3, or he was at the start of the night. So 8-3 after he beat Yami Maho. 8-4 after he lost to Kamzace. And if he wins this one, it'll be 9-4. If he loses, it'll be 8-5. But the Pred currently sitting at what is he sitting at? 5-5. He's currently sitting at 5-6. So this is a pretty important match for him. If he can win this one, it's going to be a big deal. Well, swap over. Okay, the Pred on the Ken. If you're a Ken fan, you're in for a treat tonight. Nice. Punish counter with the throw. The Pred looking strong. Marissa, dude. I feel like we have not seen any Marissa players during this event so far. Reno, of course, this isn't his main character, but this is a pretty strong character to have in your pocket. Pred now totally burnt out. This was something I actually noticed when he played earlier in the split. Sort of would use his meter pretty quickly. And a stun from Reno to start things off. That's what this Marissa is, the opposite of a treat. This is like, when it's Halloween and you go to get a chocolate and there's like a razor blade in it. I think that's a real thing that happened in America. I don't think that really happens here, but it's like that. Oh, Dragon Lash. See, I kept calling it Jinrai over and over and over again. I knew that wasn't what it was called, but I just committed to it because I thought I could make it right. It's the Dragon Lash. That's what that kick is called. Oh, nice. Really good jump over from Reno there. Puts himself in the corner. He is burnt out, so he has to do it the hard way. Oh, the overhead into the full combo. Level 3. Boom. Eat my fist. Big damage there. The Pred needs to be really careful right now. And the DI. That's going to end it just like that. Reno, very quick game 1 to him. The Pred just not ready for those DIs. Okay. Starting off a little bit slower pace. Good use of the EXDP. That was on reaction too. He saw that charge up. He said, alright, I'm not dealing with that. Oh, double dash into the grab. Cheeky little setup there. Beautiful parry from Reno. EXDP once again. He says, I'm not dealing with that. Stop trying it. Stop trying it right now, Reno. It's not going to work. Give it up. Reno, however, a player that is known for trying the same thing over and over again. Even if, even if you stopped it before, he's saying you ain't going to be ready for it a third time. And if you do it a third time, you ain't going to be ready for it a fourth time. He's a very confident player, but he did lose that round. The Pred, of course, needs every win that he can to keep himself in the top 8. Good combo from Reno with the setup too into the command grab. Big damage. Marissa got some very strong fists. And every time, he sees that back heavy punch come out. He's EXDP in that every day of the week, but he is going to eat the DI. It's a big damage combo. Oh, level 3. You're absolute Deadington, dude. Well, he's not. It's going to be very close. The Pred, you got to be really careful right now. He is in burnout, so anything that Reno does is going to close it out. And it does happen. We're going to a final round of game 2. Nicely done. Takes you all the way to the corner from the very first interaction of the match. Little toe tap. Okay, Reno says, I know what you're looking for, the Pred. And then the Pred switches it up completely. EXDP once again! Maybe the strategy of trying the same thing over and over again isn't quite going to work out against the Pred, because he's been ready for it every time! But puts himself into burnout. Maybe something he wasn't quite aware of is that he's using up all his drive gauge. Doesn't spend it for the level 3. Cannot keep Reno alive. But one interaction is going to end it for the Pred here. Yeah, it would have killed. Okay, it's gonna be so careful right now. Gets the drive gauge back. Oh, tried the parry. Overhead city. And you're dead! No way! That's a heartbreaker. The Pred, he could have ended it with the level 3. But Reno steals it away from him and is now game 3. Reno up 2 games already. Oh, beautiful crouching medium kick. Perfectly spaced. The same beginning as all the other matches. Sort of pushes Reno all the way to the corner, but Reno fights his way out. The Pred maybe just need to ensure he can lock it down a bit more. There we go. Nice use of the Tatsu. Beautiful combo. What's it gonna do? Okay, Reno's energized now. He needs a Red Bull. Oh, but that came out wrong. He's in burnout. He needs a Red Bull to get back into the fight. He's obviously not on Hyperfibre. That drive gauge not building up very quickly, but he could be on their 8,000 megabyte speeds. The Pred was on it, and he closes out that round. Okay. The Pred jumping in. Strong beginning for him. Nice. He sort of figured something out here. He's using those little toe tap combos. Reno ready for the throw there. Nicely done. DI, baby. You want to use those heavy kicks on me? It ain't going to work. Big damage coming out from Reno. Push you to the corner. Pushes you all the way to the corner. The Pred got to try to find a way out carefully here. Because Reno, of course, with a level 3 on deck. With the absolute powerhouse of damage that Marissa is. But Marissa ain't doing nothing right now because he's going to get counter DI'd. What's he going to do? Push it to the corner, but there's a counter DI. Get away from me. Big damage. Big damage. Boom. Boom. What's he going to do? Level 3. It's not going to kill. Kiss my... Eat my fist. Get over there. You push to the corner too. Critical on deck for the Pred. He just needs one confirm, but Reno was ready. That's a cheap special move, dude. That's a cheap special move. Okay. Yeah, the Pred got to play this so carefully. Nice jump in. The absolute angle of that jump in heavy punch. Reno not quite ready for it, but uses the regular throw that time. Of course, it's a bit of a mix-up as to what he can do after that. Level 3, surely that's going to be it. You're dead! There we go, the Pred gets a game on the board. Really nice. We could still get that game 5 after all. The Pred has figured something out here. He sort of knows how to deal with Reno in the corner a little bit better than he did before. Making really good use of the jump in heavy punches as well. Sort of absolute vertical angle. Reno not quite able to deal with, but he is able to deal with the DIs. Big reaction. Boom, 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 baby. Boom. Okay, and a jump in setup. Yeah, cheap interactions from Marissa. And the DI once again, and it was in stun as well. Yeah, give him the round. Hand it over. Oh, that was cheeky from Reno. That is cheeky. He allowed him to get the drive gauge back just to rub it in his face and destroy him in the corner. What a cheap man. That was a very dirty Hamilton tactic, but it works out. Gets the mental damage, which is going to make it even harder for the Pred heading into this round. Huge damage from Reno coming through. Knocks you to the corner. What you going to do? Oh my god. Charges up the heavy punch. Okay, what can the Pred do to keep himself alive here? If he loses this round, it is game over. Nice. Could use the jumping heavy punch. Reno throw teching a little bit too early for that to do anything. Oh, okay. Deletes the fireball. Oh, Dragon Lash. Nice! Okay, Reno now burns out as well. The DI, not a threat. Okay, he's gonna eat that pressure. No, what are you doing? Oh. The Pred throws it all away. I feel like he meant to do a fireball there, but accidentally did the DP. Ah, unfortunate. That had to have been an input error. I'm sure he tried to close out that sequence with a fireball and accidentally DP'd instead. So it is going to be game over for the Pred. really, really good stuff from both players there. The Fred, obviously, you know, he had what it takes to get one game at least, and he was working on getting a second, but Reno just too powerful. Of course, that's why he's already qualified. Very, very strong player there. Yeah, and he says in the Discord, oops. Yeah, so I'm sure that wasn't what he wanted, but yeah. Okay, so that's all the matches that we had planned for tonight. But, you know, we're not even at 8 o'clock yet. Street Fighter 6 just goes so fast. It's just like Hyperfibre, the ultimate in internet. It's so speedy. But let's see what else we can get at 8 o'clock. If there's any other matches that we could play out. Let me look. Hold it up. I'm asking if these two players would like to be streamed. Jable and Chungus. Because I see that match was scheduled for 8 o'clock, but I'm not sure if they've played yet. So if they haven't, we can get that going. Yeah. If you're on Hyperfibre, you won't be dropping any combos, dude. I'm telling you right now. It's a proven fact. Am I allowed to say that? I don't even know. But you know what? What I am allowed to do, even though Red Bull's a sponsor, I'm allowed to drink some water. So. That's just how powerful it is, people. Hyperfibre can do some great things. Some fantastic things. Yeah, okay, so we're just waiting to see. We do have a match that could be played. Chungus versus Jable Gus, but Jable Gus is apparently AFK, so I don't know if he's actually there. You know, every cloud has a silver lining, as they say, Reno. 3 birthdays is pretty keen. Oh, Crazy Head actually DQing from the event. So Crazy Head, who was down at the close to the bottom of the leaderboard, he's actually pulled out. So makes it ever so slightly for somebody else to get into that top 16 spot. But yeah, unfortunate showing. Okay. We don't really have anything else that we could show. Unless we get Ely Mop HD versus Iceman. Which, we could get that. We could get that. So let's have a look. Hyperfibre is so powerful, it can repair relationships. But can it prepare you all for this next upcoming match, which may or may not be a thing? Let's just wait. The top 8 Okay, hold on. So yeah, just explaining in the Discord, but so there's a leaderboard from these weekly events, and then the people that have already qualified for the offline events, which I mentioned earlier. We've had a couple of offline events already. Blackout, Joe Rogan Josh, he's qualified from Wellington. Reno and Zazob qualified from Hambats a couple of weeks ago. There's a Christchurch event coming up, so if you're down in the South Island, or you can make it to the South Island if you're actually up north and you want to fly down and try to steal one of those spots, that's definitely possible. But you know what? Everybody should fly up and give it a go at War Waikato Arena Rampage coming up in not next weekend, the weekend after. Come through to Hamilton, see if you've got what it takes to compete against the H-Town crew. We're going to have a major tournament up in Hamilton. It's going to be a real good time. And I believe the top 2 from that event will also qualify. Hey, thank you Auckland Uni Esports for the raid. Of course, Auckland Uni Esports were also streaming some Street Fighter 6 matches, so if you've been wanting to see even more Street Fighter action, go over there and watch the VOD, because they would have had some real good matches over there. Okay. We may or may not get a match going. While we're waiting, if somebody wants to jump in and I don't know, have a jam or something, we can have a game. Oh, sad. You can't say that about the matches that you streamed. Disrespectful. Okay. He's saying that because he lost. Poor guy. Yeah, I knew it was him. Alrighty. We'll give it a little bit more time, people. If we get to 8 o'clock and we don't actually have anything to show, then we should probably end it there. But as I mentioned, if somebody wants to jump on and have a game, we can get that going. We actually already played out all of our stream matches already, so we don't really have anything else right now. But trying to hustle another match in the Discord at the moment, so we'll see what happens. But thank you anyway for everybody who's come through to support. You know, people that have come through to check out the talents from the New Zealand Street Fighter scene. It's been really happy to see that. Goofy DQ'd for the whole thing. Blackout. He just said, nah, I don't want to play anymore. Said bye bye. Hey, that's very, very kind, Hemi or Vasemi. I appreciate that. It must be the beanie, I reckon. Must be the beanie. Yeah, I know. Bit of a unfortunate showing, because he was sitting at 11th place. I think actually he was in the top 8, guaranteed, but he pulled out. So somebody else gets the opportunity. Okay. Give it a little bit more time, people. We may or may not have another match for you. In the meantime, kind of just awkwardly sitting here. You know what I can do? I can shill the sponsors. So Hyperfibre, the ultimate in internet, 2,000, 4,000, 8,000 megabyte per second speed. It's going so fast that I couldn't even remember what I was going to say, because I was already thinking about the next thing, because my internet was so fast. Because the next thing is our other sponsor, Red Bull. Big shout out to Red Bull. Red Bull would make me talk really fast, so instead I had water tonight, but yeah. If you can't find a match, I'll do a grudge match versus you. If you want to jump on, we can play if you want. Yeah, it's pretty fast. That's pretty fast, Rena. We might as well do that, because I'm not sure if our other matches are going to happen. Okay, looks like I'm gonna play with Hemi with a semi. You can do a first to 5 on stream if you want to, Blackout. You guys can close out the stream. Considering you've already qualified, it'll be a pretty good one. Oh, you're sick of playing him. Oh, hold on, Denjin. I see that Carlos just pinged you to play his match. So never mind, people. Carlos is gonna play Dinjin now, so that's an actual match that needs to be played. Matter of fact, why don't we get that on stream? Yeah, we can get that on stream. That'll be actually a really good opportunity. So I've just asked if Carlos wants to do that. Considering Carlos hasn't actually been able to play any of his matches on stream, so yeah, there we go. We're gonna get that. So it's gonna be Carlos, Spicy, W, going up against Dinjin. So perfect timing. Alrighty. Let me get Carlos in here. Yeah, sorry guys. Surely we can get you two to play a first to 5 next week. Let's set that up right now. Let's get them to play next week. Considering you're already sick of playing them for this week. Alrighty. Look at that. It all works out in the end, people. It all works out in the end. Oh, you already lost them in week 1? Well, surely you can beat them tonight. Surely you can beat him tonight. However, when you're going up against somebody from Hamilton, you got to give it your all, because we're a pretty strong region. I'm telling you right now. Oh no. Hey, that's really good that you can just like back out if you accidentally jump in. It's not like Tekken where if you push, if you confirm, you have to play the match. It's kind of annoying. Alrighty, people. So our last match of the night, it is going to be Dinjin versus Carlos Spicy W. If you don't know, Carlos Spicy W has been helping out with the Auckland Uni Esports stream, who are the other streamers who have been covering the New Zealand Esports Hyperfibre League. They're our, not our competitors, they're our partners in, not in crime. What do you even call it? We're all a big team, a big family. They've been helping out. So the streamer is going up against the big dog Dinjin from Hamilton with the most annoying playstyle of all time. Let's see if he can frustrate Carlos Spicy W with this jump into the air and sort of fly away strategy that he does play very well. Okay, so far Dinjin with a beautiful life lead. There's that fireball bouncing in the air. Carlos Spicy W knows better than to walk forward and risk getting clipped by the fireball, but he is sort of struggling a lot so far. Great anti-air from Carlos Spicy W. Pushed down in the corner. Of course, if you're a Guile fan, you're in for a treat once again. That's the second Guile tonight. And the first Dulcim. Nice DI. Carlos Spicy W doesn't do anything. Keeps himself safe. So far in the lead, but it's been stolen away from him just like that. Oh, that was a really weird situation. I probably would have got hit there. I think if Dinjin pushed the button a little bit earlier, it would have worked out perfectly. So slide down now. Wow, completely avoids the sonic boom. Oh, he's going to be careful. He's going to get chipped out. Okay, so Dinjin takes round 1. Damn, just allows him to walk forward, but just like that, Dinjin uses the teleport to put himself back into the middle of the screen again. Okay, good anti-air from Carlos. Pushing him to the corner right now. Dinjin obviously going to be fishing for an opportunity to teleport out of here. Oh, just like that, he gets it, and with a combo to boot. Yoga. Okay, nice. Completely avoids the fireball, but it is bouncing towards him. Very scary. Okay, here's a combo into the level 1, and you're dead, just like that. So Dinjin going to take game 1. Okay, big boot from the other side of the screen. Of course, Dulcim with some really long limbs. Yeah, very annoying, and Dinjin has a very annoying playstyle as well, so that doesn't really help. Okay. Carlos now being locked down in the corner. Sits up with the fireball once again. Oh, okay, nice. Good usage of the DI there to lock him down into the corner. Oh, okay. So, I'm not sure exactly what happened there, but it seems like because the fireball actually touched Carlos Spicy W's legs, it sort of reset the guard situation, so he didn't actually get clipped into the wall with the DI. That's a really, really strange interaction, but yeah, before that, it was over. Yeah, you can't combo into it, but I'm assuming that's like the ball hit him first or something. I don't know exactly. Either way, he's looking so good right now. He's got a level 3 on deck. There's a beautiful DI. Watch this beautiful combo. Okay, fireball coming from the sky. Can Carlos Spicy W bring it to the other side of the screen where Denjin is patiently waiting, and we're probably just going to teleport out again. Wins the fireball war there. Oh, okay, he's going to be so careful right now. DI, mistake from Denjin, but he does have a round lead right now and a big life lead. Eat that anti-air. What's he going to do? Oh, no way. Denjin going to take game 2, just like that. Hamilton players on fire right now. We too good. We too good. Okay, but Carlos Spicy W has got what it takes to bring it back. He's been playing this matchup pretty well. It's all about the experience at the end of the day. He's been playing the defensive game pretty well. Ugh. Okay, get thrown over there. Oh no, eat this combo. Saves the meter for a little bit longer. And watch your toes. You go bye-bye now. Denjin, 1 round away from winning this set. And I believe that is going to put him in the top 8 of the leaderboard. I probably need to go back and actually double check the results. Hold on a sec. Can I find them? Never mind. Worry about this game, because Carlos Spicy W about to bring it back. Makes his way out of the corner. Denjin tries to pull out the jump in. Oh, drops the combo. It's a good opportunity for Carlos, but he's going to get DI'd again. Into the level 3. That's going to be it, people. GG's. Denjin gets another win under his belt with a perfect even. Just to add insult to injury. This is actually Denjin's first match of the night, so it is going to put him at 6-4. 6 wins to 4 victories. If I go back and have a look at some other ones, Carlos Spicy W right now is on 1 win to 9 losses. But hey, nothing wrong with that. Or 1 win to 10 losses. 1 win to 10 losses. Oh, you won your first match as well, so 7-4. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's going to put Denjin in the top 8 right now. So if he can win a couple more matches next week, can pretty much guarantee we'll be seeing him in that top 16 finals. But yeah, so that is going to be it, people. Denjin taking it 3-0 over Carlos Spicy W. Carlos obviously fought very, very well, but when you're playing against a Dulcim specialist, very, very experienced, strong player in the form of Denjin, and he's from Hamilton, just to make it even harder. Does make it pretty tough. But that is going to be it, people. We got through 4 sets tonight. We were only supposed to have 3. Got through 4, because some of these matches go pretty fast. You know what else is fast though? Hyperfibre. They got some real fast internet. And it's pretty good internet, and you should buy it. Right now. You should go out and do it. If I had like a little pocket watch, I would swing it, and then you'd be like hypnotized. You know how fast it is? It's real fast. 8,000 megabytes per second. That is some ridiculously fast speeds. But you know what's ridiculously delicious tasting? Red Bull. It tastes good. So make sure you get yourself some Red Bull as well, because they're one of our sponsors. You know who else is one of our sponsors? Well, I mean, they're running the whole event. New Zealand Esports. So big shout out to New Zealand Esports for allowing us to showcase this New Zealand Street Fighter 6 action. This is week 4 of the New Zealand Esports Hyperfibre League done and dusted. We only got 1 week left. Next Thursday night, we're going to be deciding who makes it into the top 16 finals. Top 8 of the online leaderboard, and then top 8 from the offline qualifiers. We will have our final 8 online qualified people. We'll have that next week. So that's pretty ridiculous. Thank you again, everybody, for coming through and supporting the stream. It's been awesome to host you as always. It's your boy Arashi, and yeah. Got a couple more things to say. So Evo this weekend, if you don't know Evo, the biggest fighting game tournament in the world, Street Fighter 6, that bracket has 7,000 players. 7,000 players. Almost as many players in that tournament as the amount of megabytes you can get in Hyperfibre. 7,000. So that is going to be a ridiculous tournament to watch over the weekend. Whoever wins that tournament is going to be real proud of themselves, and they should be. First place out of 7,000 people is a big deal. So don't miss that. And even if you don't like Street Fighter, even if you like, Tekken, Guilty Gear, Marvel vs. Capcom, all of that stuff is going to be there too. So keep an eye out. And there's going to be announcements as well. So announcements about all the big games. I'm waiting patiently for the Tekken 8 announcement, to be honest. I want to see who the new characters are. I'm sure they're going to show some new characters. If they don't, I'll be very upset. But either way, that's coming up soon. After Evo, if you don't know, of course, next week we'll be back here on Monday night with some Tekken 7 action. We're going to bring you a Tekken 7 tournament. On Tuesday, we'll have our very last Rocket League stream, where we'll be seeing who makes it into the top 2 of that event. I think they're doing something interesting with the finals there, so we're just going to see some really, really good Rocket League matches. And next Thursday night, we'll be back again with the final set of matches of the New Zealand Esports Hyperfibre League Street Fighter 6 split. So it's going to be a real good time. But you know what else is a really good time? This ad right here. So I'm going to roll to an ad, and that's going to be the end of our stream. Thank you again, people. Peace out.
Oh, sorry, Ting. My flatmate must have been streaming again.
Now you'll need a better excuse. Hyper-fast reaction times, hyper-powerful performance, hyper-impressive capacity. Hyperfibre, the ultimate in internet.
We get that fresh glaze on the